Historic news, guys, for Spider-Man Brand New Day. It did open with 927 million global opening. It's going to be confirmed, I think, today that actually the movie managed to hit over yesterday, Sunday, $1 billion. So this is second ever biggest win, 2 billion in sight, maybe. So let's see here. Update, the box office route kept going as Brand New Day topped every DC movie James Gunn has ever made combined in a single weekend, blowing past Superman, Supergirl, and the Suicide Squad, a roughly 913.2 million total, proving superhero fatigue is a myth. The worldwide number is in, and it's absurd. It's 927 million. Now, before we continue, I want to say that the superhero fatigue, it is a myth. And we were talking about this long before any of this happened with the success of the movie. So why it is a myth, guys? It is a myth because people want to see quality on screen. This is the only thing that we care about. We love superheroes since we were kids, and that will never gonna change. We're still gonna love superheroes and want to see accurate representation on screen and great movies with great stories, with actual heroism, with great scenes, emotional moments, whatever the superheroes are supposed to be, whatever they are supposed to be in the comic books. We want to see that put on the screen in the correct way that honors them. So when a movie does that, and this movie did that for Spider-Man, it didn't do that for Jean Grey, mind you. It didn't do that for Jean Grey. But the Spider-Man movie is amazing. It's one of the best Spider-Man movies that we ever had. And it's the best Spider-Man movie since we had the first two Sam Raimi movies.
Yes.
And that's saying a lot.
It is the best with Tom Holland, because all the others...
Exactly.
Yeah, but finally we see Spider-Man as he should be. He's a heroic person who takes up the responsibility, and it's not he's still, when we say emotions, we do have the normal emotions, but it's not made more human and things like that.
Technically he is, but the point is that the super is not lost.
Spider-Man, yeah, exactly.
Because a superhero, and that's the key thing, guys, superheroes are supposed to be the pinnacle of humanity.
Yeah.
So when we're talking about the human quality and they're more human, we should think about this as they should be the highest of the high when it comes to human qualities and virtues and principles, and that's what Spider-Man is. And he's a very down on his luck guy, but he's still doing the right thing despite of that. So that's what it makes him true hero and the pinnacle of humans. So when we say more human qualities, many people understand this the wrong way because of what James Gunn and other superheroes already did, basically presenting the hero as this very weak, very emotional person, just like he made Superman this super weak and emotional crybaby, which is not what the human should be, or this is not what the human quality is when it comes to superheroes or a human. We should not strive to be this way. So we have to get one thing very straight, and that is understanding becoming a human or having human qualities in superheroes. The pinnacle is not the lowest of the low, but Guntards understand the lowest of the low. It's human. Yeah. No. I'm not like that in my real life. Logan is not that like that in his real life. What makes us humans is what makes us different from how animals behave. And when you get close to how animal would behave, going forth with emotion rather than critical thinking, against what we see in James Gunn Superman, then how is that human? No, that's more animalistic. So we have to get those things straight and understand them, truly understand them philosophically, logically. Otherwise, James Gunn and others like him can feed us absolute crap and shit for the rest of our lives if we don't actually understand those things, because Guntards will support that crap forever, because that is their worldview and it speaks to them and their lower standards of being human.
I love it when they preach all about the Guntards, when they preach all around, kindness is the new punk rock, and then you see a post of them, the Snyderverse is dead, just like Snyder's daughter, and I say, Jesus Christ, if
you are lower than
kindness is the new, and how are you kind? How are you a superhero if you're going to talk about that? Yeah.
No, they're absolutely shitheads.
But yeah, Spider-Man here is Spider-Man, so totally deserved the win for Spider-Man, and I'm very happy that now people all of a sudden forget about a movie which is about PTSD, and there is no mythological things inside, and people forget about that movie. You know what I mean? The Odyssey. Yeah.
Yeah, well,
there's a new sheriff in town, and his name is Spider-Man.
although the Odyssey is going to be successful, but
Yeah, but people forget about
we'll
it.
see how much, because if the movie I think broke even, but that's not even entirely sure right now. But so we'll see. In any case, Spider-Man kicked the Odyssey. Yes,
Odysseus' ass because he's actually a hero, unlike Odysseus in that movie.
and that's not Odysseus. That's the point. So Spider-Man Brand New Day just posted the second biggest global opening weekend in the history of the movies per variety, behind only Avengers Endgame. 1.2 billion in 2019. For scale, the third biggest worldwide debut over is Avengers Infinity War at 640 million. Spidey cleared that by nearly 300 million. The split 572 million internationally from 62 markets stacked on top on the 355 million domestic opening that came within 2 million of Endgame's record. And remember, heading into the week, the global projection was 465 million, a number that itself would have ranked as Sony's second biggest start ever. The movie nearly doubled it. China leads a world tour of records. China delivered the biggest overseas haul at 121 million, cashing in on the pent-up demand CBN covered when its opening day broke a 7-year record. The United Kingdom followed at 49 million, with Mexico at 38.3 million, and South Korea at 25 million.
This proving another thing, by the way. You know what?
What?
Because Grace Randolph usually pulls up those statistics of how many Latinos, black people, male, female, whatever, are watching that movie. But look what happens, China, South Korea, Mexico. That's a movie which the main character is, a white dude from Bronx. People apparently watch it and like it. They don't need, but I want the Spider-Man to be Mexican because I'm Mexican and things like that. No, so thus proving that you do not need that stupid representation there and things like that. There is very little actually in that movie. Nothing is in your face. I mean, there is a black guy who is even, anyway, bad and things like that. Thus proving that really just make a quality movie, and doesn't matter the nationality, race, or whatever, people will come to see it if you just make a great movie. It's not because it's just Spider-Man. It's because Spider-Man brings this quality with him, actually.
Yeah. Then come the record setters. Per variety, Brand New Day posted all-time opening weekend benchmarks in France at 26.6 million, India at 31.8 million, Brazil at 23.8 million, and Spain at 50.6 million. The 2 billion watch starts now. Here's the trajectory talk. Variety reports the movie is now poised to eventually clear 2 billion worldwide, a club only 7 movies in history have ever joined. That math backs it up. Spider-Man No Way Home did 1.9 billion in 2021 without ever playing China. Wow. I think he meant playing in China. Brand New Day just opened there with 121 million in 5 days. And a clear runaway with little real competition for the rest of the summer, plus the kind of reviews and audience scores that build legs, and the climb is expecting company. In any case, guys, this is going to be very successful. Now, Grace Randolph did say that the movie does not play in Russia because of the war. They are Hollywood is withholding movies because of the war, which is pretty weird. Can they just be normal people and release movies in Russia and not take a political side when it comes to freaking movies? That's so weird to me. In any case, the movie is going to be very successful. Now, we do have a side talk about the Avengers Doomsday plot leak, but maybe we can do a separate stream because that's going to be so long. Yeah, the whole plot leaked again, but this time with a lot more details, plus some things that didn't make any sense, basically, because whatever it says, and all of a sudden it says at the end, well, this guy is dead, and I'm like, when did he die? Because we didn't read that in the leak. It's very weird.
Maybe just not in the leak. Yeah.
It is interesting though, so we could check that out in a separate stream. So yeah, guys, what do you think about Spider-Man success? I think that is very worth it, especially when amazing things happen if the studio listens to the people. Now, what happened here is that Tom Holland actually has a lot more creative sway and say. a lot more than we thought. So he read some Reddit comments, I guess, and other things, and he understands finally what Spider-Man is supposed to be. So now even we who do not like Tom Holland, how he was portraying Spider-Man earlier, but that's not his fault. We are really behind Tom Holland in terms of that he now looks like Spider-Man physically. He has grown up. He has took some performance enhancements, I guess, and he is very buff, a lot buffer than the previous movies. His jawline is more defined, so he now looks more like a man. So we totally can see now Peter Parker in his face when we look at him. He matches a lot more Peter from how he used to be drawn. So actually, he matches Peter Parker the most of every Spider-Man actor that ever played him. So we are totally behind Tom Holland now, and he seems like he has talent. He also made his best performance here in terms of his acting. So it was heartfelt, it was beautiful, it was Spider-Man.
It was heroic, yes.
It was heroic.
Yeah. Again, really proving that there is no superhero fatigue. People just need to.
Yeah, there never was. They just made a lot of slop. And there are some moments in this movie that are very Marvel-ish because of Kevin Feige's involvement, involving Yelena Belova and her character and her scenes. And of course, the other thing is Jean Grey. So you can see literally the contrast between the very amazing things in the movie, and then you see Yelena Belova, who nobody cares about, and how Jean Grey is portrayed wrongly. Despite her story to be compelling and very well ties in here, she could be anyone, and that's the problem. So,
indeed, she could be anyone.
Yeah, she doesn't.
That could have been any.
Yeah, I mean, how she fits in there, it just goes perfectly with the movie and what Spider-Man does. Relative to what she does in terms of character villain dynamic, it is great. The thing that is not great is the fact that she is not supposed to be the villain. She's not supposed to behave this way, and she's not 2 years old. So yeah. I mean, she looks so young in this movie. It's crazy. So that's it about this topic, guys. Let us know what you think in the comments. I hope that you enjoyed this video. From me, the 40k Empress and Logan, the creators of this channel. I wish you all the best, guys, who watch this next. Let us know what you think in the comments, and check the links down below if you like to support us. Love you guys. Bye bye.